Hi, this is Kinetic Karma. I'm Karen, and welcome to the channel. If you see smoke coming by, it's because I just lit some Palo Santo to clear the space. I'm going to put it to the side, so hopefully it'll go that way. I'm told that the smoke from sage or Palo Santo of the sort, when you burn it, it goes where it needs to go. So whatever direction the smoke comes into is where it's needed. So we'll see if it comes back. That's what's needed. This is oh goodness. I'm not sure what day this is. I think it's day 8 or 9 of a series of 10 days of readings on how to better manifest and heal yourself. Manifest the things you want and heal yourself. Forgive me for not knowing that. I will check before I post this video to make sure it's correct. I'm going to start out with the chakra deck, which is the basis for this series. That and the Mystic Mudra deck, which I use to get an overviewing card for the whole reading. I usually pull about 3 cards from the chakra deck, and so today I'm asking for the energies that we can work with that's going to best support us in healing and our spirituality. By the way, I wanted to let y'all know that tomorrow is the solstice, according to everything that, I'm sorry, not the solstice, but the equinox. Excuse me, happening on the 23rd of September 2019, fall equinox, and there's a lot of powerful energy coming onto the planet during this time. It's a good time to take time to meditate, to do your yoga, to chill, and allow yourself to just be in a really receptive modality. There we go. Thank you, Spirit. So please, okay, we got the first one. Can we get another card for energies that we're working with, please? Okay, we're good. So the first card has to do with the heart chakra. And I do believe that a lot of the energies that are going to be coming in tomorrow have to do with the heart chakra as well, and activations within your heart chakra in terms of your ability to feel and be empathetic and relate to the whole or the whole of humanity, humanitarian issues and things, and the plight of humanity and what we're going through as people. I think a lot of the energies coming onto the planet are to do with making people aware of what's going on, as Marvin Gaye said. So here we go. Heart chakra. Love and compassion. Lord, grant that I might not so much seek to be loved as love. Lord, grant me that I might not so much seek to be loved as to love. Again, Lord, grant me that I might not so much seek to be loved as to love. We got this card yesterday, and to me, it reinforces the energies and the powers that be metaphysically, that we are dealing a lot with the heart chakra energy. The 4th chakra, the heart chakra, is located at the heart center. It may be thought of as the balancing point between the 3 lower physical and the 3 higher spiritual chakras, representing true compassion, kind-heartedness, selfless love, and devotion. The heart chakra is where we process and store emotional experiences. The heart chakra speaks to we instead of me. The color is emerald green. The element is air. So let me stop there with the element being air. That relates a lot to our air signs. It just brought up the air signs for me. Aquarius, Gemini, and I can never, Libra, I think they are, Aquarius, Gemini, and Libra. I believe are the air signs. I'm not an expert in astrology, I'm learning. But in terms of thought processes, the actual thought processes are very active at this time. But what we want to do is drop down into our heart and do more feeling than we do the mental process. But the energies are coming from the universe, from the like universal energies. They're coming in through and on air currents, on the wind, is what I'm being told. So air. Location is center of the chest. Associated body parts are heart, lungs, diaphragm, chest, thymus, circulatory system, shoulders, arms, and hands. And when I read that, I got a hit on the circulatory system, and I saw the blood traveling through the body, much like air travels through the earth, like on the currents. Blood travels in circuits, and so does air, which is really weird. And blood feeds the heart, which allows it to beat, which keeps us alive. So I think the key word there for me, and what they're telling me, is pay attention to currents, to roads, to pathways, to trends. Notice those. See if they're working for you, or if they're not working for you. Pay attention to belief systems. Be open to alternative belief systems. Be open to things that you could benefit from, and be open to dropping things that no longer work for you in terms of beliefs or people or systems or energies in general. Also, I'm hearing, it's a good time to take advantage of cleansing yourself in the many different modalities, from the physical, perhaps through taking a salt bath, spiritual bath, from the spiritual through energetically clearing yourself through perhaps Reiki or some other form of meditation. It's a good time to clear out the systems. It's a good time to eliminate, to let go and release. Okay. Basic issues: love, compassion, kindness, relationships, self-acceptance, forgiveness, hope, sympathy, and empathy. Self-acceptance. If we can't accept things within ourselves, if we can't accept ourselves as who we really are truly, whether that's positive in our eyes or not, if we can't accept the truth about us, about me, you can't get to the we. There has absolutely to be a willingness to have self-acceptance and compassion and gratitude for who, what, and where you are in the current moment. Not in the future, not what you thought yourself to be, not who you like to portray yourself to be, but who you really are, who you get yourself to be, authentically, without the fluff, without the makeup, without society's approval, without your preacher's approval. Who are you? And do you accept you fully, completely? Do you love you? And if you don't, then it's time to do some work around that. Gemstones and crystals: emerald, rose quartz, and ruby. And for, I would say, the rose quartz is really vibrating with me, especially for the work of self-love. Rose quartz carries energetic signature of love, and it will highly resonate with you and support you in doing work to help heal and acknowledge and love yourself, which will allow you to do the same for others. We can't give anybody what we don't have. And it's a choice. I mean, you can stay where you are, you can be who you are. If this message is not for you, fine. If it is, great. I'm here to give it to those who is going to benefit. If that's not you, then okay. That's self-acceptance too. I accept that. And I respect your choice to choose and to understand who you are and what it is you want to vibrate towards and vibrate with. Flower essence are bleeding heart, holly, wild rose. Essential oils are marjoram, neroli, and rose. Rose is I believe it's the Bulgarian rose essential oil is the highest vibrating essential oil that there is, I do believe. I know it's rose, and I'm pretty sure it's Bulgarian. It takes thousands of roses to create a really small amount of the oil, and it raises your vibration immensely. So it's pretty expensive, but it's a really good tool when you're looking at raising your vibration when you need a little support, a little assistance. And of course, there are other oils and the such things that will raise your vibration as well. It just stuck out to me for the rose oil. And when you go and if you choose to use essential oils, please do some research, get some manuals, and understand the do's and the don'ts with essential oils. It's not really spread very wide in North America. We don't use them a lot as a general population. So when you start, there are some important things you want to know. You want to respect them. You want to use them like you would do medicines and follow the instructions because they're very potent, they're very powerful, and you can cause harm to your physical body if you do the wrong thing. For example, if you put an essential oil like a citrus essential oil like lemon on and you go out into the sun, you could create a reaction. You'll have a reaction on your skin, which you don't want. So when you start to use different modalities of healing, especially when you're talking about applying things to your body, be responsible. I'm just saying, I recommend you being responsible, super nerdy about learning the do's and don'ts and ins and outs of those types of things. They're extremely beneficial. I've been using essential oils for years. You want to make sure you get a good therapeutic grade essential oil, not some junk that somebody made for the money that put all kinds of impurities into it. But you do want to get a therapeutic grade, and you want to use it according to the instructions that you can find. And if you don't know, or you're unable to find specific instructions, or you think you need more instruction, find someone who's an expert at it. Find someone who's been using it for years and ask them, and they'll be happy, more than likely, to tell you how to use them to further your growth and development. Okay, so what else do we have? Foods, green vegetables, leafy vegetables. I personally love wheatgrass. A lot of people can't tolerate it. They don't like it. I love it. I love it when they juice the wheatgrass and it comes in this little 2-ounce, 4-ounce container, and they give you a little slice of orange next to it, and you gulp it down like a shot, and then you take the orange to take the nasty taste out of your mouth. But for me, it really, I vibrate really well with that. It helps me a lot. That's just one way you can get green vegetables. And it's a concentrated way. When you take a couple of shots of, a couple of ounces of wheatgrass, it's equivalent to a whole lot more vegetables than you would normally ever eat, the normal person, in the course of a day. So it's a way of assuring that you get your green leafy vegetables. Now there. So that's only one card. I am really talking today. So the next card we have has to do with the navel solar plex chakra. Ah, an unbalanced navel solar plex chakra may manifest itself in low self-esteem, little or no vitality, hypersensitivity to criticism, or being overly critical of others. Evident may be feelings of uncertainty, rage, or dominance, a tendency toward perfectionism, power plays, and an emphasis on professional and social status. When I read that, I hear the A type personality, the one who has to beat you to the punch at everything and be the winner and competes, is very highly competitive towards everything that they do. And it doesn't have to be everything, it could just be in specific situations, or it could just be related to cultural habits that they've learned through their family, like in how they interact with women, how men interact with women, how they should treat them. They should be dominant, they should be aggressive, and if you don't beat your woman, she doesn't love you. Or they're really actually a lot of archaic and low vibratory patterns that are still in our society, unfortunately, and in a much larger percentage than is healthy for us. Actually, 0% is healthy in terms of ideas like beating women. It's not acceptable, it's not high vibratory, it's not evolved. But unfortunately, it's something we have to deal with because it's in our from family lines, it's in our ancestry, it's passed down. These are behaviors and ways of believing and doing things that have been passed down over generations. And one of the things that we're doing in this day and time, thank God, is breaking those patterns. That's part of what this whole manifesting and healing is about. It's not just about healing yourself, it's about healing generational patterns of abuse and lack and negativity and low vibratory ways of being. So this work is amazing, and we're very blessed to be able to be here on this planet during this time where we have access to the energies that are going to allow us to shift the entire planet in terms of who we are being, how we are treating Mother Earth. Look at the kids on TV talking about the environment, refusing to accept generational patterns of abuse to the earth, refusing, demanding that we change. I'm so happy to be here right now. Okay, so beneficial activities to promote and maintain a balanced navel solar plex chakra: power yoga, aerobics, swimming, power walking, and hiking. And the next one is the third eye. I believe these are the same 3 cards that I pulled yesterday, and you saw me shuffling. I did not shuffle. And 1 card popped out and 2 fell out right after. They're the same cards. This is a very important message, obviously, because it's repeated. There are no coincidences in the universe. This is the third eye chakra. Major issues of an unbalanced third eye include an inability to see the big picture and to keep an open mind. We may tend to follow illusionary ideas and have difficulty separating fact from fantasy. Reasoning, clear thinking, judgment, memory, and concentration may be impaired. Signs of an unbalanced 6th chakra: emotional or mental issues, fuzzy thinking, confusion, intellectual stagnation, and or decline, aimlessness. If you are having problems understanding what your purpose is, what you should be doing, where you're going, if you find yourself just wandering around in circles, that's aimlessness. There's an issue with your third eye chakra. Amongst other things, it's not just an issue with your third eye chakra? Because it's all connected. We are not just our chakras. We are not just our bodies. We're just not our minds and our beliefs. We're all of that. So when I say it's an issue, I'm dealing with what we're dealing with right here and now. Please understand that. But there are many other ways you can address issues with the third eye chakra, or issues that are related, that are all generated through this. I would venture to say that everything that manifests in the 3D has already been created in the 5D and the 6D. And it just manifests into this physical reality that we can see and understand as the 3D in this body. But it's already been in existence because there's a source. That's how creation comes. It comes from the heavens down. Okay? So I would say when we're dealing with things like chakras and metaphysics and the like, we're looking at a more of a how do you say, I don't have the word, of a genesis of the issue, of the start of the issue, of the start of the genesis. The genesis is the beginning of where it began and how it began and what caused whatever that was to be out of whack, to throw other things out of whack, so that it could eventually in the 3D wind up showing up in these ways that I'm telling you, in your body and your emotions. So I think I've said enough about that for now. Let me go on. The beneficial activities that promote and maintain a balanced third eye chakra are keeping a dream journal, a conscious awareness of coincidences and serendipitous occurrences, and meditation. And when it said an awareness of coincidences, I'm aware that we got the same 3 cards yesterday, y'all, and that's crazy. That's a coincidence, but there are no coincidences in the universe, so here we go. Spirit, may we have an overall card showing us what we're working with today in terms of a pose. We got 2. Excuse me. This pose we got before. My mind is free and clear. I attract positive experiences in my life. My mind is free and clear. I attract positive experiences in my life. My mind is free and clear. I attract positive experiences in my life. This is the side angle pose. He's doing the pose. You can see that. I'm going to keep going. The next one is, I know I am powerful enough to speak my truth and overcome any challenges life sends me. I know I'm powerful enough to speak my truth and overcome any challenges life sends me. I know I am powerful enough to speak my truth and overcome any challenges that life sends me. Amen. And I'm looking at this card, and what jumps out at me is this man doing this pose right here. That pose requires practice, strength, a buildup of strength. You just don't jump into a pose like that. It requires balance. It requires concentration. It requires power. So as we develop our physical body, as we master our strength in our physical body, in our 3D body, we master strength in our mind. We master strength in our spirit through the disciplined practice of developing our body. That's what we're working with here on this planet, is our 3D body. That's what it brings to me. So I want to pull another deck. I want to pull the Rebel deck, which is a deck I used before. I couldn't think of the name of the deck. Where is it? Where are my cards for it now? Where are my cards for my Rebel? Here we go. Okay, here we go. Spirit, please give us some cards from the Rebel deck. And as I speak, they're telling me the Moon deck too. Too many cards. Spirit, could you just give us 2, 3 cards at the most in terms of messages from the Rebel deck? Thank you, I got 3 cards. So the first one, you equal tight ass. Loosen the fuck up. Control freaks don't get laid. The second card is, you are the best thing that ever happened to you. Go easy on your ass. Buy your own damn drink. And the last one is, don't believe every shitty thought you have. Thoughts can be sneaky, lying bastards. Enough said. So, one more deck, and we're going to be complete. I'll let you guys have a great day. This deck is the Spirit de Luna deck. I'd like to just get a couple of cards from here, Spirit, please. Okay, we got 3. The first one is Transform. Transform. This is transforming. This card looks like, okay, it says it's the waxing crescent moon. This deck is all about the moon and the phases of the moon. And so it's the waxing crescent moon. And the next card is Create. Transform, create. That's again the waxing crescent moon. I don't know what relevancy the moon phases have, and I really don't usually pay attention to them unless they're coinciding with the moon phase that we're currently going through. We may be in a waxing phasing moon. I haven't been following the phases of the moon. You might want to check that. And the last one is Sovereignty. And that's huge, people. Sovereignty, self-sovereignty. When you are able to rule over yourself, to control yourself, to rule from a space of love, from the heart chakra, when you can rule with discipline and compassion, you can rule the world. So, one more card from the Angel deck, and I'm gonna, actually, no, I'm gonna do one from this wonderful deck of Water Crystal Oracle. Dr. Masaru Emoto, he did an experiment with water where he spoke certain words, negative and positive, into water and froze it. And what happened was he came out and was able to capture the different ways in which the crystals took structure once they were frozen based on the words that he spoke into the water. When he spoke curse words, when he spoke negative words, when he spoke hate, the crystalline form came out distorted, just totally distorted. Not symmetrical, not pretty, just really messy. When he spoke words like love and compassion, these crystals took on shapes that are so beautiful. So I want to get a couple of cards from this deck to see what we're looking at and what crystals. Oh, here it is, healing. It says release. This is a healing crystal with the vibratory energy of release. That's literally what it looks like in crystalline form when you release. Isn't that beautiful? Let's go for another one. One more. I want to take up your whole day. I'm sorry to get this video out to you late today, but it was such an amazing day. I had a lot of time meditating and taking in the sunshine and the rays. Okay, the last card that we have is creativity, and that's also from the healing set. And this is what creativity looks like when you speak it into the water and it forms. Amazing, amazing. Thank you for joining me. If you like my videos, please like and subscribe. To contact me, the information is below. And have an awesome, protected, beautiful, passionate, loving day. I love you guys. Bye.